we have 50 slots of scholarship we award to migrants who are legally residing in Italy every year. Many universities do it. So you have to.
What's up, my Johnny? Support Italian Davido. At this very moment, I'm here with
Mike Awu.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Mike.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Same here, brother. How long have you been here?
I've been here since from 2015.
Wow.
So that was about 10 years, just
Okay.
about 2 months over 10 years.
Okay. So how has it been living here for the past 10 years?
You know, as a foreigner, it's always difficult, not easy. I would rather use the word not easy, you know, rather than difficult, because that sounds a little more. So yeah, it's not been that easy, but you know, with commitment, resilience, focus, and vision, you know, knowing what you want, knowing your goals, and also shaping your own personal development or character to actually blend into the system, then we should allow you to actually achieve your goals. These have been the way I've been coping.
Okay. So currently, what do you do for work?
I am an operator of a petrol station.
Okay.
You know, a manager of a petrol station. So meaning that I'm the one responsible for the entire daily operation of a petrol station, and I've done so 3 years and 8 months.
Could you share me the story behind, like, how you went from the level of zero to this manager of a petrol station?
Basically, it actually depends on your resume, you know, your qualification that you actually have, your skills, and also mainly about honesty and trustworthiness, because it involves taking care about the finances, you know. So these are some, you know, confidential aspect about it. So it all depends on credibility, you know, credibility. And outside of that, I am, of course, doing my studies here. I'm a graduate here at the university here in Rome. The name of the university is the International Telematic University in Rome. So I graduated I have a bachelor degree here in Rome, from here in Italy. So I'm doing my master's degree in digital innovations and business management. So I've already done that. And back home in Nigeria, I finished from Auchi Polytechnic in building technology. Some university call it building engineering. So I did 3 years there. So when I finished from Auchi Polytechnic, immediately I finished, I went into the pastoral ministry. So I also had a diploma in Christian theology with Freedom Bible College. It's an affiliate of the Bethel University of Biblical Studies in Maryland, United States. So then after that, I actually did 4 years of training, full-time training as a pastor. So after my ordination, my consecration, I went into the ministry before I actually moved to Italy.
What really inspired you to study when you came here?
I would say there are three main things that inspire me. One is the fact that I am curious about knowledge. So it's a curiosity that I have from my childhood from Nigeria. So I carried it over here. So when I arrived here, and I knew about the possibility of having a scholarship, tuition-free studies here in Italy. So meaning that if you meet the requirements, you can actually have universities that will give you a tuition-free studies, over 10,000 euro worth of tuition-free studies with masters, with bachelor and master included. So the possibility that for scholarship, for tuition-free studies, is also the second motivation, apart from my childhood curiosity to learn. And also, of course, the comfort, right? You have to be comfortable to go into school. So meaning that I have my residency in the country, I have permits to stay, and I have finances that can take care of me while I'm studying. So these then allow me to actually these are the three motivating factors.
So you mean that
actually.
you had a free scholarship here?
Yeah, I have a full scholarship, full tuition free studies.
Really?
Yeah.
So all your time you studied, like you never paid.
I never
anything,
paid
like,
anything.
tuition
I
fees?
never paid anything. Many Italians they have to pay.
Okay.
They have to pay thousands of euros per sections over 2,000 euros per sections. So for study, but for me, I never paid. But then they have to assess you. The university have to assess you. The academic body have to assess you if you can actually meet the standard that you are actually qualified for scholarship.
So what are those criteria for?
First of all, you have to
qualify?
have completed your secondary school study, meaning you finish secondary school, and then you take that your NECO senior high school result and do what we call translation. Then with an agency here in Italy, it's actually a European agency. It's called CIMAN. CIMAN is the agency that is responsible for translating foreign qualification into the Italian or into any other European qualification. So then, with that translation, you can then use that to then approach the university and say, okay, I want to study. Then, of course, they have to again assess you whether you actually have the credentials in terms of if you have the language of your study. For example, I did all my study in English. So they have to know that you are good in English. You can really learn in English and also have a good score, a good performance in academics before they can really then admit you into studies. So yeah, basically I took my SSC result, NECO, take it to CIMAN. CIMAN translated it and then gave me the Italian equivalent. Then it was with that I then got admission into the university. Wow. So the name of the agency is CIMAN. CIMEAM.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that is a process.
So currently now you're working and
at the same time I'm studying.
You're studying
because I work part-time.
Part-time.
And my work is not really that stressful, so I have a lot of flexibility.
Okay. So currently what are you studying?
I'm studying digital innovation and business management.
Okay. So how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that the 8 months. So I started my master's 8 months ago.
Do you have any kind of advice or information for someone who is kind of like looking forward to be an international student in Europe or in Italy?
Yeah. Some of the information I've already said that, but I just have to highlight it, just mention them one by one. One is that if you have already moved in,
okay,
and you are here like many thousands, hundreds of thousands of African foreigners here in Europe, in Italy, you can actually do a translation. If you don't have it with you, you can ask your people from Africa to send it to you, your Nigeria to send it to you, and then you can then translate it. Give it to CIMAN. The agency is called CIMAN. And then usually by email, or you register with them online, and then you submit them, and then they will do the translation.
Okay.
It's actually doesn't cost. You don't have to pay for it. But during the time I did mine, I didn't pay. But I don't know about it now. Even if you have to pay, it will just be maybe 100 euros. It's not a lot. And then with the translation, you can then apply to a lot of. There are some universities that say, okay, we have 50 slots of scholarship we award to migrants who are legally residing in Italy every year. Many universities do it. So you have to then send your information to them and apply. So this is the information that I think I can also tell them. And also, it's not easy because nothing good comes easily, right? So you have to be tenacious, you have to give it commitment, make sacrifice, know what you want, give it all it takes, and then you get it.
So let's talk about the quality of education.
Okay.
Yeah, like here in Italy. So should I say how different it is from the one we had in Nigeria?
Okay. Yeah.
Is it a right statement?
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
comparing the quality of education.
It's very right. It's very right. Because the interview will not be complete without that. The quality of education is not that much different.
Okay.
Why is that? Because of the so much globalization and integration. Because you see, the world we are living now today is now becoming a global village. Information is shared between many industries, countries, and universities. So the quality of education is actually the same. It's actually the same, if you ask me, because I've been through, for example, the curriculum of building technology here in Europe, and it's just the same thing as what I did in Auchi Polytechnic. And in fact, there is this notion here in Italy that even qualification like national diploma from Nigeria is more or less like equivalent to their standard here, but of course we have to translate it. In terms of quality of education, is the same, but it's only the mode of delivery that is different. For example, when you take exam here in Italy, you have the possibility to resit it if you don't like your score. If you write exam and you don't like your performance, you have the possibility to say, I want to write it again. You reject it and said, I'm going to write the exam again. Wow. But that possibility in Nigeria, you don't have it. If you get 20 over 100, that is what you get. But here it's not like that.
Oh.
You have
until you are satisfied.
Up to 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you did something like that?
No,
well?
I was just straightforward because I'm relatively a good student.
Okay, so you're always contented with your scores?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because I burnt night candle.
Meaning you read a lot.
I do a lot of reading.
How do you manage to study and work at the same time? Like, how do you balance these two things?
It's about discipline. It's just about discipline. I would say about discipline because I do part-time job and then I spend a few time on leisure, doing unnecessary things like going through the form 1 hour, If you really want to discipline yourself and save all the time that you want to spend unnecessary time, you really realize that you really have time. It's just a discipline.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So do you have any recommendation on universities for one to go study?
University of Torino.
Okay.
University of the International Telematic University, Rome. And because it operates a hybrid model, both online and physical. Every time you have to write exam, you have to go to the nearby center, usually university centers, to take your exam. So, and even the University of Bologna is the oldest university in Europe, in the whole of Western world, apart from those University of Castellana in southern Spain.
Wow.
So those type of universities is a high level, ranking universities that one can actually do studies. And also University of Milano.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are there some benefits for international students in Italy?
Yeah, you can really have a benefit because with application with ESA, so you can actually get to receive some allowance from the government. Yeah, you can do that. But I'm already into the system. I'm working at the same time and also studying part-time. So they knew that I have enough to cover myself. So I didn't even bother about that.
Really?
Yeah, but if you are coming from external, coming from
let's say Nigeria.
Yeah, and you are coming here on a scholarship basis. Yeah, you are entitled to some level of allowance. But the specific amount I cannot really specify. If you are going for your internship, the Erasmus program, they also pay you for that, for the full time that you are going to stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about the housing? Do you have any idea about the student housing and all of that?
The student housing, yeah, you can have student housing, but not permanently.
Okay.
Like I know a person who had that free housing for only the first section of study.
Okay.
So after that, the person was to be responsible for everything, but he had only the scholarship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so inspiring.
Yeah. So if people who are really interested, there's a lot of information online. You can do their own search and really get a lot of information about it. There are a lot of young migrants in this country. They're not even interested about studying. You know, meanwhile, they have even the possibility of access to tuition-free studies. So hopefully, this will be a motivation to them that there is really a possibility for free study, tuition-free studies, you know, quality education, and then you can then, of course, then you know, develop yourself and give yourself more advantage, more possibility to have a good
Future.
Yeah, good future, good job, good sort of living, and you can actually travel out of Italy. If you know, go to other European country, and you hold the European qualification, is a plus. It's a plus. So it's a big advantage.
After your studies, do you still intend to live here, or is it gonna-
No, I'll definitely move to an English-speaking country.
Okay.
After this, my masters, I will be moving to Canada or to the UK.
UK?
Yeah, to the UK.
Okay. That is amazing. Wow, big brother. So are you still doing your pastoral job, stuff like that?
I have not been doing that, but what I did is that I've collected a huge level of information, like more or less 250,000 ways. I've published on Christianity, so I am not really active in the ministry. I'm not in the corporate society, in the corporate. But,
Okay.
yeah.
I pray God give you the strength, you know.
Amen.
So we need more young youth for Christ, you know. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And big bro, I must say a big thanks to you. So I really appreciate you. Thank you for being part of my journey. Yo, thank you all for watching and tell me what you think about this my amazing brother right here. So if you have the idea or the interest in going back to school, so I hope this video inspires you a lot. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It's your boy Talan Davido. Stay tuned. The best is yet to come. Peace out.